This scene made everyone fall in love with movies again. In the vast universe of cinema, there are moments that transcend the screen. Scenes so meticulously put together with emotional intensity to etch themselves in the viewer's heart forever. One such moment is the legendary docking scene from Christopher Nolan's Interstellar. In this video, we'll explore how every element works in harmony to create a cinematic experience that's unbelievable. So stay tuned. When Interstellar was released in 2014, it wasn't just a movie. It was a message, a heartbeat, echoing through time and space. Everything that had been put in the movie by Nolan fell into place like a cosmic clock. And in those few minutes, the storytelling, acting, score, and special effects came together in almost rare perfection. What we witnessed transcended cinema. It was pure poetry. The perfect visuals, complex scientific theories, and raw emotional gravity of this scene made everyone fall in love with movies again. This scene was a love letter to space, to time, to family, and to the movie itself. A story, spinning out of control. To understand the impact of the docking scene, you have to go back. Back to the moment. Everything started to fall apart. The crew has just been betrayed. Dr. Mann, the man they came to save, turns on them. He's scared. He's desperate. And in that desperation, he makes a deadly mistake. He tries to dock with the Endurance, thinking he can do it alone. But he can't. He's not ready. He doesn't listen.
Open the inner hatch. I repeat, do not...
And then boom. The lander explodes. The Endurance is knocked into a spin fast, violent, and completely out of control. And for a few seconds, it feels like everything is lost. The blast sends the Endurance into a violent spin, tumbling helplessly through space. And then comes the impossible. Cooper, played by Matthew McConaughey, takes the controls. He sees the spin. He sees the impossible. And he says, "We're not done yet." He sees what no one else can. A sliver of a chance. If he can match the spin of the Endurance, maybe, just maybe, he can dock manually and save the mission. It's impossible, but Cooper replies, "No, it's necessary."
It's not possible.
No, it's necessary.
And just like that, the tone shifts. It's no longer about survival. It's about defiance. No autopilot. No second chances. Initially, it seemed impossible, but for Cooper, it was not about docking a ship. It's about defying the odds. It's about refusing to let go. And somehow, he makes the impossible possible. He does it because people are counting on him. It is here that science, human will, and emotional intensity converge, creating a moment that feels more real than fiction. Why the docking scene has you holding your breath. On the surface, for many people, this scene might not seem all that special. It might just look like another crisis in space, another ship spinning out of control. But it's the way Christopher Nolan brings every element together, sound, music, visuals, and emotion, that transforms it. Real stakes, real time. First of all, this isn't a drill. The station is spinning out of control. If Cooper and the team can't match its rotation perfectly, they're dead. The mission's dead. Humanity might be dead. And there's no time to breathe. The clock is ticking, not just in story time, but in real time. Every second matters, and Nolan makes sure you feel that pressure building. Unforgiving physics. There's no Hollywood magic here. No fake explosions or sudden gravity. The rules of space are harsh, and they don't care about your feelings. The Endurance is spinning. Fast. To dock, the lander has to rotate at exactly the same speed and angle. One mistake, and it's game over. Matching the velocity of another object in space is difficult enough, and then matching its spin and orientation is another challenge on top of that. You feel the danger in the silence, in the weightless floating, in the raw, unfiltered reality of Newton's laws. Cinematic mastery. From tight close-ups of sweating faces to wide shots showing the cold silence of space, Nolan uses every frame to pull you in. Every shot screams urgency. Every sound or lack of it builds the tension to a breaking point. It's not just a scene. It's a cinematic symphony of chaos, courage, and control. The music that glued time together. Now let's talk about the real heartbeat of this scene, the music. In the spinning chaos of the docking sequence, Interstellar doesn't just show us the danger, it makes us feel it. Through every grinding metal creak, every groan of stressed machinery, and every thunderous note of Hans Zimmer's score, we're right there inside the Landa white-knuckled and praying it holds together. Supervising sound mixer Gary Rizzo described the scene's soundscape as a sonic balancing act. Zimmer's cue, an overwhelming wave of a church organ, piano, synth, and full orchestra wasn't just music. It was momentum. It was fear. It was the literal sound of spinning into the unknown. And yet, it wasn't just about cranking up the volume. The detail in the mix had to capture not just the motion, but the fragility of everything at risk. Zimmer's score doesn't overpower the action. It fuses with it. The organ becomes the voice of the ship itself, howling, praying, fighting. And that's the genius of the scene. The music doesn't replace the danger. It amplifies it. It becomes it. And at the center of it all, Cooper, focused, determined, desperate. You see it in his eyes. You hear it in his voice. This isn't just about docking. It's about a father trying to make it back to his kids. It's about a crew risking everything for each other, for the mission, for Earth. That human heartbeat beneath all the chaos is what makes the scene really land. And that's why this scene isn't just sci-fi. It's cinema at its finest. Nolan is at his best. Hit like, drop a comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into iconic movie moments.